Nikolas?
Oh. Oh, busted.
Please, there's nothing wrong with thinking about him. I remember the day that picture was taken.
Yeah.
In fact, I think it was Lucky who took it.
Right, it was in the park the day that she pushed me in the fountain.
What? Oh, come on, let's get the story straight. I think you pushed her in first.
I know. She was so annoyed with me that day.
Because you were teasing her endlessly. And then she tried to push you in, but couldn't. I think it took all three of us to finally get you in the water.
Lucky wouldn't have helped if you hadn't threatened his life.
Yeah, well, it worked, didn't it?
Yeah.
I think about her every single day.
So do I. So anyway, I've had the operation. I am healthy. Isn't this the point where I rebuild my life instead of wallowing in memories?
You know, grieving isn't like running a race or climbing a mountain. You don't rush to the finish because it never really ends. There's always going to be that moment where a memory is going to catch you by surprise. You're going to hear a song. You're going to smell a fragrance. You don't forget. You just have to wait for the sadness to dull over time. And eventually, there's going to be other people and other events that will fill up your life. We'll never stop feeling her absence, and that's okay. That's how we deal with the pain. Just try not to let it paralyze you.
What if I do just the opposite? What if in all my pain and grief, I do something crazy and self-destructive?
Nikolas, are you in trouble?
No. I was really close to doing something really stupid.
Well, don't beat yourself up for something you almost did.
It's just my life it's going to be virtually impossible without Emily, I think.
Difficult. Yeah, absolutely, but not impossible.
Yeah.
Someday you're gonna figure out a way to move on.
Someday. You wouldn't happen to have one of those grief calendars on you, would you?
No.
No, I didn't think so, because I'm having a tough time getting a handle on when that someday is. I mean, what is an acceptable period of mourning? You know, what's too soon? What's long enough?
There are no time limits.
Well, I mean, just humor me for a second, all right? In the Victorian era, okay, you couldn't get remarried until at least a year after your spouse died. But my question to that is that, well, at the end of that year, does your grief just magically disappear? You know, and if it did, well, at least that would be something to look forward to, right? But what if you're even just attracted to someone before that year ends? Is that cheating? I mean, can you be unfaithful to a memory?
Emily would be the first to cheer you on if you met someone. I know that she would want you to fall in love again.
Well, I didn't say anything about love. I mean,
all I can tell you is that you'll know when it's right. But for what it's worth, I think you should take your time, because everything you're feeling right now is channeled through grief and loss.
good.
And it's gonna take a while for you to find your way past it.